What's going on, guys? What's going on, Thai Squad? What's going on, everybody? So we know that this is we know that the WNBA playoffs are going on, and who will make a epic comeback in their series? Who will make an epic comeback in their series? And this series, I think, will all of these playoff series coming down to the wire has been amazing to watch. But when you have the Chicago Sky out, when you have teams like the Dallas Wings out of the playoffs, here's my thing about that is that when you have Aja going off for 29 against the Storm, teams are there. It's the best of three for the playoffs in the first round. So the Storm is down 1-0. The Valkyries are down 1-0. The Fever are down 1-0. Like, every team that is down 1-0 has to come back and win a game here, because you definitely do not want to go and lose a second game. And if the Valkyries lose, like, they have the most improved player. They have the most improved player. They have the most improved player this year. Congrats to her. The New York Liberty won in overtime game one, but lost Brianna Stewart, which I hope she comes back 10 times, 100 times better, and 10 times better. Because in these playoffs, anything can happen. And the fact is, which team is going to have the best chance to win, to come back? The Fever surprised me the most. The Fever surprised me the most. But when you have the Aces and Storm going against each other tonight, the Fever and the Dream going against each other tonight, you're kind of looking at both of these games tonight and looking at the series and saying, Aja put up 29 the first game. We know what Aja can do on the basketball court. And these WNBA players need to get paid more. They just definitely need to get paid more. Because with everything that they had to go through their games being investigated, through things being thrown on the basketball court, that isn't right. That isn't right for those that don't pay attention to the WNBA and say it's not the same than the NBA. I get that, but to me, it's still basketball. These WNBA players deserve to get paid more. Like, we've seen these WNBA players. Like, we've seen these WNBA players wear t-shirts on All-Star Weekend that says pay them for what they're worth. And I totally agree with what these WNBA players are doing. Because between them going for a lockout, between them going through a lockout, like, we don't know if the WNBA season will happen next year because of the lockout. I am rooting for these WNBA players. Like, the Fever has surprised me. The Valkyries has surprised me. But who really wants to win this game between the Valkyries and or the Fever? Well, the Fever don't have Caitlin Clark. That's the one thing. When the Fever beat the Chicago Sky Angels 5 times, I thought that the Fever was going to have the #1 seed. That wasn't the case because they had Caitlin Clark with injuries. They had Caitlin Clark out with an injury. Like, when you look at this Fever team, they're banged up. They still made the playoffs, but they're down 1-0. And when we look at the Valkyries, a new expansion team that surprised everybody. And when we look at the when we look at the Aces, the Aces have Aja Wilson. The Aces have championship appearance. The Liberty has won a championship. So what you're telling me is that with the Aces, Valkyries, Lynx, Liberty, Dream, and Mercury, those teams have a shot to win a championship. And when you have players like Aja Wilson, Sabrina Usku, Brianna Stewart, all playing, which I hope that Brianna Stewart comes back 100% better, even though the Liberty won in overtime game 1. But when you look at this team and you look at what all of these teams that are in the playoffs has done this year, we can't take that the Fever surprised all of us. We can take that when we look at these playoffs, it's going to be a back and forth playoff. Because it's the best of 3 games. Because if the Aces win or if the Aces move on, if the Fever feel like they can move on, or if the Valkyries can feel like they can move on. Which team out of the two would I say that would move on? It's probably the Valkyries. I think the Valkyries have a better chance to move on than the Fever do. But guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And peace.